Hi and welcome back to MRTV. I'm in the Meganex Superlight 8K. And the reason is, well, I want to get back into it after I've seen the Pimax Crystal Super and the Somnium VR1. And also, I have received my lens inserts from VR Optician. So big thanks and shout out to VR Optician. If you ordered the Meganex and you need glasses, get your lens inserts from there. And you can use the code MRTV to get a 5% discount. So yeah, so finally I'm seeing these visuals with my astigmatism corrected for the first time. So it's not very severe. I could see everything very clear, also with just the diopter adjustment, but that is now simply again new to me, and I would like to simply let you know what I feel about it. So first of all, very interesting. I put in the lens inserts, I put the diopter adjustment to the 0 position, so in the very outer area where you cannot use the wheel anymore, and it was not sharp. So even in that 0 position, in the very outer 0 position, it is actually not 0. So I had to use the wheel a bit to make everything sharp for both eyes. So that is a very important information. If you have fantastic eyes without any problems, 20/20, and you think you are in the 0 position for the diopters, think again. It seems like you still have to work the wheel a bit to get to that 0 diopter. So now I've found this position and everything is so super sharp. And yeah, my astigmatism is corrected as well. So it looks so good. It looks so good. Anyways, I've heard some people feel this is still not sharp. So probably this is one of the reasons why that might be the case. And it's so frigging sharp right now. It's beautiful. So anyways, let's get into a game now. And let me simply tell you the differences that I see to Half-Life Alyx in the Super or Half-Life Alyx in the Somnium VR1 and all these things. Okay, yeah. So it's just the perfect OLED blacks, of course, right? This is something that's a given. Yeah. The colors are so impressive. This is still way better than streaming. Even though with streaming you can get really pretty amazing results, as you will see on my channel very soon, but this is still just more impressive. Yeah. Wow. This looks great. It looks absolutely impressive. Like these dark areas, you know, these dark areas here, and then the bright areas directly next to each other. It's it's really no comparison against the LCD panels. And micro OLED simply wins. It looks so good. Like, I don't want to make you feel bad about your crystal purchase. It's a great headset as well. And also the Somnium, it looks fantastic, especially when it's bright. But in these scenes here right now, yeah, with some bright thing, and here it's dark, I can still see all the details. With the local dimming, it's not so detailed. Yeah. So wow, OLED is still something different for me. And even for the FOV, yes, of course I can see a difference. I can tell that this is not as wide, but again, because of the near perfect binocular overlap, it feels like I'm looking through one big lens, one big lens. And for the other headsets, it's I also I don't actually have a big problem with the binocular overlap for the Crystal Super or for the Somnium VR1, but I simply can tell on the right and left there is a part that doesn't overlap and it's not as bright. So yeah, I love this. I still love this so much here in Half-Life Alyx. Yeah, it's just super immersive. Yeah, especially these kind of moody scenes are absolutely gorgeous in the Meganex. Yeah, you will love it. But again, you really need to get super close to the lenses. If I would not get as close to the lenses as I get it, I would also not enjoy the FOV. But because my eyes nearly touch the lenses, it's no issue for me, and I just see that perfect overlap and the colors and the resolution. Yeah. This is absolutely wonderful. This red is so good. But also very deadly. Wow. And yeah, DisplayPort is still a big difference to streaming, even though streaming, just like I said, streaming is also getting really good. And you will see that very soon on my channel. But there is still no comparison to DisplayPort. Wow. Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, the mood here. Micro OLED for the win for these kind of dark scenes. There's no question about it. Yeah, so in my opinion, this game I would still play it with a Meganex. So let's stop that game and let's go into something else. Yeah, there is glare, right? So this is better. This is better in the Somnium VR1 and also in the Crystal Super. There is absolutely glare here. It's not a showstopper, but that is better in the other headsets. Yeah, wow, this is really, really impressive how good this looks. So again, these areas here, the white ones, they did not look good in the Crystal Super. Yeah, at least in my Crystal Super. So I must also say that I got the Crystal Super from the MRTV XR Hardware Showcase, which was like one of the first headsets coming out of the factory, and they didn't even have time to quality check it. So they are going to send me a new one that they did quality check, and that's going to happen in this week. So let's see. Hopefully we're going to see a better unit. But anyways, here I could not enjoy this whole area in the Crystal Super because I was just looking at Mura. I was seeing the Mura and it took me out. It reminded me I am looking at a panel. Here, no. Here I look at this and nothing reminds me that I'm looking in a VR headset. So this is better. This is better than in the Crystal Super. Absolutely. Yeah. Somnium VR1 was also good in this, I must say. So let's get into it. So let's do the night level. And I can remember actually that the Crystal Super was pretty good in that night level. But let's do the comparison now. So the Somnium VR1, it did not perform well, unfortunately, in that night level. So, because it does not have local dimming yet. So there the Crystal Super was clearly better. So I'm expecting the the Meganex to win here. It's like this is like a day and night difference. No, honestly, this is like a day and night difference. What? It's like I can remember, like for the Crystal Super, you first had to go into the dark so that you would feel any dark things. But here, even here, just looking into the dark, it already looks dark. It's a day and night difference. This is way better. This is way better. Wow. And it's incredibly sharp. It is incredibly sharp. So for those who are saying like, oh, the crystal is sharper than my Meganex, please do check the diopter adjustment. Yeah, probably it is not set correctly. And also interestingly, you know, the Beyond 1 and 2, at 90 Hertz, they actually send like a 1900 by 1900 pixel to the display, which is then upscaled to 2560, right? But there I seldom heard anyone say, oh, my crystal is sharper than my Beyond 2 or my Beyond 1. Right? So probably it's a problem here with the Meganex that you can actually have so many settings with the diopter, right? And with the headset itself. Wow, this is absolutely gorgeous. So from these three headsets, again, in my opinion, the Meganex is the clear winner. But let's do Day. Day was really good in the Somnium and also in the Crystal Super. It was very impressive, actually. I liked that a lot, and I can remember that I could see very sharp, very far away in both the other headsets. So let's see how it looks here. So in this level, actually, I did prefer the Somnium VR1 over the Crystal Super because it's also bright. It's also bright here. So no, this is not a dim headset. This is also bright. Wow. So you do not have to worry that this is a dim headset at all. So why did I prefer the Crystal Super? No, the Somnium VR1? Yeah, because of the sky. And the sky also here is perfect. Nothing reminds you of that you are in a headset. Yeah? If you get close to the lenses. Again, if you don't get close to the lenses, you will be reminded by the small FOV that you're in a headset, right? But if you get as close as me, it's good. Wow. This is, yeah. I know why I love the Meganex so much. It's an amazing, incredible headset. Yeah. Sorry, this clearly wins against the Crystal, because when you look at the sky, you just see the sky and you don't see any mura. So, but I will give the Crystal Super another chance, and I will look at the new model they are sending me. And yeah, that will be interesting. But yeah, this is, wow. This is also incredible. So the OLED absolutely, again, makes the difference. Here it is perfectly black, this area. Yeah, here it's bright. These contrasts, you can only get in OLED. And then on top of all of this, you don't feel the headset. On top of all of this, the comfort is absolutely incredible. So I just hope that Shift All will, yeah, iron out the kinks, right? They still have some little issues that they need to sort out. But again, this is simply a winner. Okay, I've seen enough. Now let's do flight sims, and also let me do the ABC comparison, because I've just flown Las Vegas at night in both the Crystal Super and the Somnium VR1. So let me also do that there now. Let's get out of this. All right. And here I am again, flying over my dear Tokyo. And yeah, what can I tell you? The colors simply look better. The colors simply look better here than in the LCD headsets. The LCD headsets also, they look fine, yeah? Don't get me wrong about this. But this is a different level. The binocular overlap again, you know, the feeling of just seeing the world how you would normally do it, rather than having the feeling, okay, here are two lenses. You know, it's not a huge problem with the Crystal Super and with the Pimax, with the Somnium VR1, but I simply prefer this here. It feels so natural, and now with the lens inserts, it's even better. Wow. This is absolutely incredible. Yeah, and also just not having any mura, it is a huge difference. It's just a huge difference. Oh, the lights in that building there. No, now with lens inserts, this is even better. Of course, right? So let's see how much mura is in my next Crystal Super. If there's less, I will absolutely give it another shot. Also, I will revise my review about it. If it turns out that my unit was especially bad, the one that I had. But we will see about this. But I can just tell you, okay, perfect binocular overlap, perfect colors, incredible experience. These reds of those clouds here are incredible. Wow. Yeah, but also let me do like a very bright experience. Something where there's just white. You know, there was like very cool in the Somnium VR1. Because it was really so bright. And also no mura, right? So let's do that now. But this is fantastic. Okay, and here we are now. And yeah, this also looks impressive. It also feels impressive, especially with the yoke. I'm so glad to have it back here now. But yeah, if you want this super bright image, here in this scenario, the Somnium VR1 wins. Yeah, it's a very bright picture. There's very little mura. And also super resolution. Still, I love the Meganex for the comfort here. Also for the wonderful visuals. It is not as bright though, but there is no mura. I can look into the sky and it's just the sky. As if I was sitting in this airplane. So also for this, unfortunately, the Crystal Super is on third place. And I would not recommend it for flight simming. If you look into the sky a lot, like here, you will be reminded, okay, the panel is not good enough. But here, in the Meganex, it's perfect. and the binocular overlap. So, yeah. Yeah, for me, it is 100% clear that the Meganex will still be my daily driver. 100% clear. Wow. Yeah, okay. You know what? Now let me fly over Las Vegas by night. Okay, I've just... Alright, I'm in my initial climb now from McCarran, Las Vegas. And yeah, I can tell already, this is better here than in both the Crystal Super and also in the Somnium VR1 because of OLED. Like, actually, I'm seeing more here in the cockpit than I saw in the Crystal Super. And yeah, it just looks more real. It's just better. So, actually, it was also fun in both other headsets. But it is the micro OLED which simply makes the difference. Yeah, I can just tell, okay, this is just dark here, right, in the cockpit. But I can still see some of the buttons there, which I would not see in the other headsets, or not like how they are meant to be, like how I see it here right now. So yeah, climb angle too low. Yeah, I'm not really following the orders now because I want to fly over the strip to see how that feels like.
Las Vegas Tower Cessna Alpha.
Yeah, it's a great experience. So again, if you get close to the lenses here, and that's absolutely important, then the Meganex Superlight is a banger. It's absolutely fantastic. The comfort, the visuals, the micro OLED, also the resolution, actually, and the fill factor. But hopefully they can even increase it for those of you having a 5090 and who can run this at, I don't know, 6K by 6K or what. Wow, this is an incredible experience. Yeah, but if you love like wide FOVs, I can also understand it. Yeah, I also enjoyed the wide FOVs of the Crystal Super and of the Somnium VR1. That's also nice. But you have to wear heavy headsets. And you cannot just do this here and feel normal about it. In both other headsets. Here you can do that if you wanted to. Yeah, so yeah. That is absolutely clear. However, I mean, if you really need like a wide FOV for a race simming, for example, then the Pimax Crystal Super would be my choice. Because it's still better in comfort as compared to the Somnium VR1. And when you're looking at stuff where lots of things are going on, like for example here right now as well, then you won't see the mura, you know? Like for racing sims, I would say the Pimax Crystal Super is the one to get. If you need more FOV than what you can get here with the Meganex, right? But this experience is simply incredible. Yeah, OLED for the win. OLED for the win. And the Meganex is absolutely my personal favorite. But I will give the Pimax Crystal Super a second chance. The new version that they're going to send to me. And I will evaluate it again, of course, right? But yeah, I'm loving this headset here. This is fantastic. Yeah, okay. So this was my reassessment of the Meganex Superlight 8K now with lens inserts. And this is so good. I hope that this was helpful to you, this video. If yes, give it a thumbs up. Do let me know what are your thoughts. Which of the 3 headsets is your favorite, or which are you going to get? So I'm looking forward to find out about all of that. And yeah, come to the MRTV Discord server if you want to discuss this with me and the MRTV community. That's everything I have for this video. I'm looking forward to see the next one. Until then, bye-bye.